Alright, hi chat. Hello. I am so tired. Oh, my timer's not on screen. Please just work? Yay, it worked. So, I did that thing where I wake up and I look at the time and then I roll out of bed and then actually fall on the floor because my legs weren't awake yet and then get dressed and then go live. I did that again. I mean, I totally didn't do that again. So, I've been awake for maybe 30 minutes? Maybe? If we're being generous? You... Sure it does, Fen. Okay. Anyway, here be planets. Look, I'm really good at appearing functional. It's a skill I learned in my entire childhood, actually. So if you hear me yawning throughout the stream, it's because I just woke up. Anyway, I'm hitting the button. This is that other timer I was mentioning in the chat last stream. This is Earn that I'm using. Three, 2, 1, go. I think that might have been like a couple frames early, but whatever. Scooby-Doo unmasking? Wow. Uh-oh. I did not deserve to avoid that projectile. Lord, my keyboard's cold. I didn't have time to let my fireplace warm the room up, so everything is just cold and I just have to deal with that. Is this the one that has items in it? No, this is the one that doesn't have items in it. I think. This is the one that doesn't have items. Are you kidding me? I didn't deserve to avoid any of that. Feeling like more of a this way today. I don't know why, sometimes you just get that kind of feeling, you know? This is a faithful recreation. It's not. Where is it? Shoes? Why is that a major? Because the room it's based off of is a major. And why do I know that? Because it's based off my damn room. I did not mean to go up that. Yeah, I'm not actually ready to do that, and also I think that needs missiles. Why is it a major? Because it's visible in my version. It's based off of Bebosh and Brebosh and Bebosh. You know, my 3 very iconic rooms. Wait a minute, I just read this room name. I'm kinda, yeah, not a huge fan of my ability to get that item. There's another one? I don't, oh no, I should, just to know. Okay, well, I definitely need missiles for that. You're gonna call it with small watch. There's gonna be a lot of yelling at Small Watch today because he's highlighted in the semifinals preset. Yeah, in my version, the item's up there, and it's visible. Honestly, reasonable response to entering a Small Watch room. Okay, there's missiles. Do I screw off? No, because well, I have found 2, actually. But I'm relatively confident I can get that E-Tank, so I am gonna stick around. That was totally an intentional and calculated damage boost. Is there any general consensus? What should be a major, what should be a minor? Generally, majors shouldn't be too well hidden. It's a kind of a very vibes-based thing. Like, you should pick it up and you should go, oh, that was clever, instead of, what? You know? Now, obviously, that's an extremely subjective guideline. I will at least investigate this way. I probably shouldn't be, but hey, there's a map scanner, so it worked out, I guess. Random block on an unmarked wall. Okay, again, I don't know what Bagel was doing. In my version of that room, that is fully visible. Fine, I'll go this way. If I see a high-level enemy. Yeah, I guess even fully visible. To be fair, those are like a really old set of rooms. Maybe I actually am supposed to be here, because these enemies feel like extremely reasonable, actually. I feel like that was supposed to need wave, and it just didn't. But also, did I need... Oh god, Lower Norfair again. Thought we removed this from the preset, so that speed gaming wouldn't have problems. Maybe we didn't. Okay, I need Morph. That's why. So we need Morph before we can come back here, which is probably in Kraid, if I had to take a guess. Or Brinstar. But I'm gonna explore around here while I'm here, because... I can. I don't know. I mean, like, I probably do have the power to, but I don't think I care enough to actually do it. Like, you know? Question now is, do I want to just go to Brinstar, or do I want to loop all the way up to Kraid? I'm gonna try Brinstar, but if the enemies seem unreasonable, I'm going directly to... Kraid. Okay. This actually... Oh, these are a little high level. But I do have space jump now, so... that makes sense. We might have a connector here, which would be kind of wild. This feels like a throw a map scan way over here and hope it works. I love this song. This is Bryo from Prime 3. Well, okay, it's Bryo from Prime 3, except it's been remixed so that it actually sounds good. Yeah, the original, I don't even like the original that much, but Loader's remix of it really makes it show that the reason it sounds so bad is because it's just like stock MIDI vocal trying to do this harmony. Okay. That's upsetting. I want that. Okay, I'm like 100% sure there's an item I can get in this room. Okay, well, I was wrong about the I can get part, but... that needs bombs. This needs to be health or I'm in big trouble. That is wave. That is a wave-locked item, and I think I am dead because of that. Yep. I really should have just respawned. Okay, maybe I should be going to Kraid, actually. I'm gonna give one more try into this, because there's one more path I haven't taken, and that could very easily be Varia or Screw. If I get Screw, then we have the Samus go burr already. Okay, there's actually, hold on, there's a lot of paths. Not that one. I could probably go way faster if I was damage boosting, but... that is so upsetting. I do not have words for that. God fucking damn it, me. Look, someday it's gonna happen. Probably. I have the knowledge of how to, actually no I don't, but I have the knowledge of who to ask to get the knowledge of how to do that myself. Yeah, exactly. Amada of the past. Like, why does she do some of these things? Why does she have to make everything so hard for me? Why does she have to be so ambitious? Hold up, there's an item down here. It's definitely over here somewhere. Yep. I was really hoping that would be an E-Tank. Because I still have not found my second starting E-Tank, and that's a little scary. Bow. Nope, won't be seeing a 1 cycle this seed. Won't be seeing me defeat Spospo right now, actually. Because I don't have Morph. Okay, but now that I've seen what I've seen, I definitely want to stick around here. If I tried to explain it, I would trip over myself faster than I can speak, but... Oh yeah, the 1 cycle is possible, because I can't defeat Spospo until I have... I think I need Spring or Bombs to get up that room, so... There is basically a 50% chance that I just walked all the way over here for that. Okay. New plan, we're going to grade. I don't have missiles yet. Oh, were you in 4x3? Fair enough. I wish I had Morph, because if I had Morph, I could get that. Where the hell is Morph Ball? Probably right here. Yup. Nah, this wasn't late. I just went every possible wrong way. I'll definitely be coming. I'll almost certainly be coming back to grab a. That's gonna need Spring, I think. Ouch. Okay, there's like, I'm 99% sure this is a possible major. That ain't a major, but it is nice to have. Also, I'm about to get hit by that fly. Yep. Please don't be a red door, god damn it. Oh, and a heated room. Oh god, it's this room. Do I even have enough health? Okay, this is not the room I thought it was. Okay, I do have enough health. Okay, I am not supposed to be where I am right now. Yeah, I don't have enough health for that anyways. That wasn't even a too busy reading chat moment. That was just an I didn't think it would take more than one missile to kill you moment. I could be going for sensor, but like... Wait. Oh. I can't do that. Okay, but I know what I can do, though. I'm gonna go grab this. And we're going back to Brinstar, because now we can go get Ice Beam. I don't think Ice Beam actually helps yet. But we can also just take that path that's right there. I don't think Spospo is beatable yet. But there's a lot we can do here now. Now that I'm gonna be real, that's a typo of my username I have not seen before. And that's saying something, because I have seen a lot of typos of my username. Ouch. I'm still mad at myself for making this room and causing it to actually get me. Alright, so now we have ice. What does ice actually do? I don't think ice does anything yet, strictly speaking. But once we get spring or bombs, it's gonna do something huge in Kraid. And I'm willing to bet that one of those is this way. I will take that, since we haven't taken out any of the bosses yet. And there's bombs. So that, oh god, that blows the seed wide open. Which means I get a shot at one cycling Spospo and an actual seed. Yeah, for everyone who wasn't here last night, Heike discovered some new tech. Oh god, how the hell do I get to Spospo? Okay, I go that way. I had to add that disclaimer to the Matrix message because Twitch cuts off the Matrix link early. Thanks, Twitch. Really love you for that one. One thing that really scares me, I still have not found my second early game E-Tank. And as the one whose suggestion got that feature added to the game, isn't it like at the hashtag or something that it breaks? I forget where exactly it breaks. Oh god. What? That's spikes? Why is that spikes? What? I forgot to bomb him. Stem is locked. Okay, I need to find that other E-Tank, because I am terrible at the game, actually. That's really bad. That probably loses me a race against Skyhawk right there. That was... No, none of that was anything. That is awful. Why are there just invisible spikes? Because that's what killed me, was just that getting into the room gets you hit with a spike. I think I'm actually gonna check the other side of the door and just see if there's like an E-tank over there. So no one cycling will be happening. I guess I can still make it go faster if I do half of the math, now that Heike taught me how the math actually works. Yeah, that's a bad Spospo room. It's not even a bad Spospo room, it's just a bad room. That or I just don't have eyes that work and the spikes are completely telegraphed. But I'm just gonna check over here. This might be the difference maker right here. Okay, I guess that's supposed to be the spikes. Oh my god, that is not okay, Fiend. Okay, it is dodgeable. If you have to kill at least one of these guys. What? Okay, so he just sometimes hits you? That's fair. Okay. Done with Bryn, presumably. Yeah, those are really well camouflaged spikes. I'm gonna check this because I don't remember what it was. It is health, so I will actually go take it. Yeah, not a fan of that room. I'm gonna check down here as well. My god, there's another elevator? Yeah, I don't even know how you're supposed to play that room. Okay, so this is Torian. Yeah, I was the one who proposed this music choice, and I was like, this is controversial, but it kind of works. I mean, the other thing is we wanted to try to give every area an equal number of tracks. And Criteria had too many, and this had not, and Torian had not enough. So then this happened. If I find Brain, I think I just leave. That's not happening. Ow. That's unfortunate. That is a path. That's the one that needs morph. I think. I need wave or spring, or this might actually just kill me. Especially if I get hit by that. That's not a good sign. Okay, well, I tried to space jump and shoot down, and somehow that happened? Okay, I don't think I'm supposed to be here yet. I got my spazer, I'll take it. No, it's this way. I don't like that Ridley is also a possibility, but... that needs spring. What was this and why did I oh, I didn't. What was this and why did I stop? I think I just got killed. Oh. I'm gonna come back to this later. I'm gonna go to Ridley. Absolutely map scanning Torian to figure out what I need. I'm like 90% sure the map scanner is in between me and where I'm going. Yeah, it is. There's another elevator I have access to. There's more criteria I could be going to. I just don't think I need to is the thing. Like, who am I if not someone who makes really confusing decisions? Okay, Kraid is actually there. I said I was gonna map scan for Brain and then did not do that. Well, there's Brain, okay. Okay, how do I get there, though? How do I get there, actually? That's a very real question. How, oh, I think this might go up. It does. And it goes up, and then it goes into there, which goes right down. So I need spring. And I don't know what else I need. But I think spring might be all I need for this seed. And I'm gonna really fucking hope it's around here. Oh god, and I know that I think that room might technically be cheesable. Oh yeah, and health. That's the other thing I need. Thanks for reminding me that I do in fact have a limited health bar. I mean, I'll find E-tanks. Like, E-tanks aren't really a major, so... I mean, also, apparently there's just a ton of them over here. Now, granted, they're the smallest possible unit of health, but they're still health. Not a massive fan of that room name with how it relates to the items I don't have. But, you know. Okay, this is a possible major. Honestly, that might be more impactful than a major item right now. I am so confident that I could probably skip that spring check in Torian if I really tried. There's like a million other reasons why I'm not in Go, but... oh god. I just hit every enemy. They should all drop health. This helps. Do I want to do that? I'll pick this up. Do I really want to do this? Not really, but... Well, now I extra don't, because I need wave for that. If I find wave around here, I will investigate that. If I don't find wave around here, I think I just leave and hope I don't need to come back. Oh god, why is it all heated? Oh, that's why. Okay, well now Phazon has just become a viable option. Wow, Fen. I mean, like, I really did walk into that one, but wow. Yeah, okay. Needless to say, no longer worried about health. I don't need to combat for this door, so I'm not going to. I don't have spring. I'm gonna look because I think this item might be exposed. It's not, god damn it. Yeah, I know, Hike is looking at that like, wow, I could do that. I can't do that. I'm sure it's possible, but I do not have the mechanical skill necessary to execute that. The good news is that the thing I'm worried about is spring, and definitionally spring cannot be there, so... I do actually have to do this combat because I need to open the door to go back. Okay. It's just the door that I came in from. There he is. Oh my god, it's this room. What, you can go into that light? Okay. I should check that those coordinates, Fen, and just see if somehow Wave Beam is there. Like, I'm not going to because it's gonna take too long, but... Okay. I'm like 90% sure that that's a... Wait, what am I doing? I think this is actually faster. Okay, so there actually isn't anything here. Now that's a little confusing. That, to me, implies that I need to go to that other area. I need to go to the wrecked ship or Norfair that I know the This is not how I get to the elevator. I really don't what killed me in Kraid? I think I just ran out of health, so I can actually do that now. I'm not confident in my ability to spring skip. Yeah, right, I was just weak to dying. Hold on, was that Norfair or wrecked ship that I found out here? Norfair. So it's wrecked ship I'm walking towards up here. Worst thing I could find here would be Wave. What is going on here? Oh, I see it. I mean, yeah, you raise a good point there, Paper Moon. Have a drink their milk? Fen, you know I'm lactose intolerant. I cannot milk. My body is incompatible with this substance. I mean, I say that. I can have dairy and be okay. I can have a little every now and again, and I'll be fine. Okay. I did also just realize that it could be in Torian. There it is. Do I just leave? I think I'm gonna go another couple rooms, but if I find a second major, I'm leaving. What am I actually worried about at this stage? Not picking that up. I think wave is what I'm worried about. Oh, I'm also worried about taking too long. This is a possible major, so if I see nothing here, I know to turn around. And if I see wave here, I also know to turn around. Damn it. But there's too many other paths. Like, I'm not gonna full clear the area, but I am gonna spend some time here. Okay, this is just a corner. I probably could and should have picked up that missile, but... Please dead end quickly. Either dead end quickly or give me a possible major location that isn't a... Oh wait, I have spring. What am I doing? That can be a major. I am positive I have seen a major there before. That is a possible major, but it's also wave locked, so it couldn't be there. There it is. Okay. Now I just leave. Long beam could be an issue. Long beam definitely could be an issue. And if it's either in Torian or it's in Norfair. If it's in Norfair, I'm gonna be very sad. If I need it. Okay. At this point, there's 3 possibilities. Number 1 is I don't need long beam. Number 2 is I do need long beam, but it's in Torian. Number 3 is I do need long beam, but it's in Norfair. There are escape viable long beam checks in this pool, I think. Well, I mean, not to mention W and L is here. Not that I've seen W and L for like over a year, but... do I remember where Torian is? That's a good question. Yes, I do. It's over here. I need to go to Kraid first anyways. I could check that, but at this point, I'm in go mode at this point, unless I'm either in go mode or I'm about to get fucked by long beam, and I've already found 2 here, so I don't need to go up. I could probably switch off of sensor at this point because I know where everything is, but I'm gonna keep it on. Mostly because I don't really have anything better to put on. I don't need crystal. More difficult than short beam? Well, okay, by lack of long beam, really, is what's gonna be the problem. I think Long is the only major I'm missing at this point. The other one I tend to forget about is Shoes, but... Yeah, I think I just got, yeah, I remember I was taking hazard damage, I got reckless, I died to that spider. Okay, I wouldn't have lived this either way, though. Nothing I could have done would have made me live this. Now, I do have this map scanned, so I am going to check this. Which is probably wasting time. I could actually use the health for some added confidence. Okay, so it's either win or get screwed over by Longbeam. Time to go find out. I mean, Longbeam is pretty long. It's, you know, the entire screen. Can't really get much longer than that unless you're like Fat Beam Axiom Verge, but... I will not spin. I don't actually know. But I will not spin. Oh yeah, that's also true. I don't have a tail. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, who knows? I might get a tail at some point. I don't know. Hey, Sky. Yeah, I'm just getting a little practice in. For no particular reason. Nobody in particular I'm worried about beating me in 2 days. This is Paragon Seed. I will actually pick this up. Not gonna equip it yet. I will hydrate at this point after I either die, respawn, or win. You logic broke that spring check? Fuck. Well, let me guess. You finished like 20 minutes ago? Oh. That's a slight issue. That is a slight issue. What do you mean would have been? You died on this hill? Understandable. Oh, because you didn't have screw, did you? I don't remember where screw was. I've had it for too long. You had ice. My god, you were trying to go... At least you had space jump. Ah, you had ice. You froze all the guys, and then you just got big hoppered in the face. That makes sense. I know, ad break during the escape. Okay, that's a little scary. There's a certain green beam that I do not have. Okay, those were just crumble blocks. I should not have spent that missile checking that. You can still see. I know how Twitch ad breaks work. You can still see me in the corner. Also, you know, you could check out the Streamplay stream where you don't get ads. Wink, wink. Or you could subscribe. Wink, wink. I thought we got rid of this thing. So I'll take a sub hour. My god, why did I get so many pings? That was Joanna. Or Johanna or whatever. Unfortunately, there aren't any other posted times for me to compare with, so that's unfortunate. I guess I can ask Sky what kind of time he got, because he clearly did this seed. There we go. Ad breaks wrapped up. What kind of time did you get anyway, Sky? Actually, it might not have been out of the ad break yet. Who knows? I don't know. Twitch ad breaks are weird. Sometimes they don't end when they say they do. Okay, where actually was Longbeam? It was in Norfair, as I suspected. So, good thing we didn't need it. I guess Wave wasn't required either then, wow. But I am tired. Okay, it took me a while to find Morph at the start as well. Definitely could have been better, but could have been worse. Where's the other one? This one. Vogtia. We're gonna be doing this one as well. You need to do that hydrate that I did not do though. There's that hydrate from 6 minutes ago. Anyway, I guess I'm just gonna start. And then I'm gonna get seed bleeded into the Ice Age. 2, 1, go. Oh god, which way do I want to go? Left. Well, we're not going left. I am so off cycle in this room. I was hoping I could at least see what was up there, but I guess not. Whoops. Okay, where is, like, anything in this seed? Hello? What the heck is this seed? Why would you redeem a stretch in this room? I don't have enough health to be taking even... Oh, I want that! I do not have enough health to be taking a stretch break. I hate that there could be an elevator there, but... okay, there's 2 of them. That's not the one that's one of the normal best elevators. Okay, so there's an early wave. Also, I don't trust this wall in the slightest. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is a much more I can actually do this room. I am also more than capable of falling into that flower. Okay, where the hell are, like, items? There's an item here, but I don't think it's a major. It is a BAMP, though, and especially with no missiles, I am not going to complain about a BAMP. The Atom Seed? What? Oh, because Adam has not authorized me to have literally any items. Apparently he authorized me a BAMP, which is not the most helpful thing to be the only item you have, but... That was a joke, okay. Alright, I am barely awake. Like, even more barely awake than usual. Oh my god, what do you mean? I have found 5 items. I found 5 areas before an item. Or before a major. At this rate, this is freaking elevator percent. Hi, Wombonium. This is... I forget what it's called, but it's from... oh, and that's a missile check. It's from Hunters. I forget what the area is called. Yeah, that's the great thing with the keyboard, is it can't disconnect on you. Alright, if there isn't a freaking item up here, it's been 6 minutes and I have 1 BAMP. This is absolutely a small watch moment. Okay, well, there's 1 path I can take. How do you even have a wired keyboard disconnect on you? It sounds like you need to get that wire replaced. Okay, this BAMP is actually kind of nice. I don't have missiles, game! Oh, I have to do this every time? That's great. I love that. What is this seed, Paragon? No way, I found a second item? I didn't know those existed. Oh my god, there's fucking missile launcher, finally. Holy shit. It took 8 minutes. We finally have a major. What a fitting place for this to be. Okay, now the predicament starts. We've got 2 items. There's no... It's just, no, we're going to Norfair. Oh, wait. No, we don't have morph or bombs. No wave, so that's not going to be an issue. No morph, so criteria is not in play. God, there's a lot to keep in mind in this seed. This is absolutely a small watch highlighted seed. Ow. So I can't do the big thing in Wombonium combo, unfortunately. I can go up here and pick up this, which is almost certainly an E-Tank at this point. It is. Frickin' finally. But I don't have anywhere near enough stuff to do the rest of Wombonium, so... I think I just hope that that's not a major. Because if it is, then I am very in the wrong area. Can I get up that? I might be able to get up there. That needs bombs. Good to know. Hi. There's a map scanner here. I don't even know what I want to do with it at this point. Oh my god. Well, Kraid has to be over here. I think I want to scan wrecked ship, actually. I think that's the best use of my scan. Uh-oh. I should have waited. Oh god. Oh my god. Would have been really funny if this was a heated room. Holy shit. Okay, there's Morph. I'm respawning. It could... Ostensibly, it would be faster to walk back, except I literally don't think I could possibly live my way back out of that room. Okay, but now the Morph Ball is in play, the whole map just opened up. So, like, Criteria could be an option. Oh, God. Wombonium is still not a thing because we need bombs. And since Morph was here... Okay, I think I can successfully disqualify Wombonium from ever having a major. Doesn't mean that it's not going to have a useful item, but it's not going to have a required item. We'll absolutely take this. Still haven't found my second early game E-Tank yet, but I think... Oh yeah, the grapple block sprites are a thing. They're not functional, unfortunately, though. I can just get that. Okay, fair enough. Can I ever jump high enough for this to matter? I mean, grapple's in the dev build. Wonder how it'll be selected? That's the reason that it's not playable. I should probably be leaving at this point. Why would you redeem Hydrate? Why would you do this to me? Okay, so at this point, I think I dig into Kraid. There is still a Torian that I need to find. I think also a Brinstar that I need to find. Okay, well, if I just don't suck at the game, I can do that easily. Kraid's right here. This is gonna be a hard fight, especially if there's a bunch of Tangleweed in the arena. Wait, hold up, can I? You jerk! That was a voice crack and a half. Oh, I got him. All right, and then there's gonna be a major back here? Oh my god. Okay, well, we're going this way because I ran out of missiles. Okay, here's Bryn. I did just get good myself. Okay, but I'm actually not gonna go this way yet because I haven't found any majors here. I am absolutely never mind. Incapable of going that way. So what scares me is that there's almost certainly 2 majors in Criteria, and I can almost certainly access them. I wasn't worried about that, but I'll take it. What am I worried about? Bombs. Bombs is what I'm worried about. Do I have a core yet? I don't. That's kind of impressive. Need bombs for that. Found one. There's got to be a second one around here somewhere. Or there's just a massive hub room. That also works. This entire seed's been more than kinda odd. Well, there's all the map scanners. So I think I want to keep scanning around here. That's Torian. Can I get to that? I don't see why I can't. I think I can just straight up get to Torian. That is some kind of big information. I am 100% certain there's a major item in this room, and I don't think I can get it. Oh, it's just an E-tank. I would like to, if possible, dispatch of Spospo while I'm here. Oh my god, we're back in this room. That's unfortunate. I've got Ice Beam. That's not no beams. I forgot I had Varia already. This ain't great. I do have 2 Bamps, so this should go down pretty quickly. That actually would be a cool cosmetic thing for Encore to do. Like, I don't think we're ever gonna get it because it's a little too small of a cosmetic detail, but it would be neat. Come on. There's almost certain... Oh, God. Not mean to damage boost there. Wild that that takes me back there, which means I also might not be in logic right now. Oh, this is awful, but possible. Especially if these want to respawn ever. That is... Okay, but it's a minor anyway, so... Okay, well, there's the damn plant. No bombs, so... Oh, even if I did have bombs, ain't no way I'm one-cycling that. Well, that went great. If I get hit by anything, I'm pretty sure it one-shots me, which is why I'm being so careful right now. Are you kidding me? If I shot one more missile, he would be dead right now. If I die, I'm gonna be very upset. There we go. Ring ball? What does this do for me? And is that my second? Yeah, that is my second major here. Okay, I think I leave. It does this. This is what it does for me. I can get this now. And this has a much above average likelihood of being bombs. Base jump. What does that do for me? Yeah, we still have not found a major in Kraid. Okay, I'm gonna go to Torian, because nothing I'm aware of is particularly helped by space jump, which means the thing that's helped by space jump is possibly something I'm not aware of. Do I have to go through this? I do have to go through this room like a million times. That's awful. Thanks, game. You know, for how weird this seed's been, I feel like I've been doing a pretty good job. I feel like I always do an okay job when I'm dealing with the seeds of all time. Still not super sure what spring actually does for me, though. I mean, it got me space jump, but I don't know what space jump does for me either. That is true. Maybe I could have bombs already. I am actually going to check this because I need more miners. Like, look at my freaking health. Look at my health. Look at my missiles. I need more of that stuff. Huge. Okay. I was supposed to go this way earlier. Bombs might be this way. I'd actually love to see a wave beam. That would probably be my number one thing to see here, even above bombs. This is what spring does. Damn it. Okay, this is a possible major. If this isn't a major, I'm gonna be very confused. It's not a major, but it is my first core. I don't think I'm gonna complain about having that. But I am very confused as to how that wasn't a major. Damn it! You're not worth the fanfare it takes to pick you up when I have screw already. You are only useful if I don't have screw attack. Or if, but yeah, once I have blender mode unlocked, Aegis is useless. I am very concerned about the fact that I have not found a major here yet. But maybe it just wanted me to go down first, and then it generated that bit later, which is why there's no majors there. There are some rooms in general that really like Aegis, but blender mode, that's just a screw attack space jump. You know, good old Samus go burr. That's unfortunate. Haven't seen this room in a minute. He's making a joke? I didn't get it. I'm not awake enough for this kind of thing. I was relatively confident that I was gonna find something here, and I have yet to find anything. Yeah, I know Blender's a software for 3D models. My 3.0 was made in it. It's just that that's kind of where my knowledge of Blender ends. That is a little concerning, but also it's concerning and reassuring for different reasons. Yes! Huge. I believe Vacant confirmed that power bombs cannot hit blue switches. For that exact reason. Or I guess rather will not be able to hit blue switches. We might be getting a yellow or orange switch. Probably orange, because yellow is kind of already Mother Brain. For doors. Speaking of Mother Brain, I feel like Brain is going to be this way, and I'm not going to find a second major over here. That's not great. Does that fit in 20? Is exactly long enough? Nice. I guess that is 20 characters. Because yeah, I think the power bomb stuff is gonna end up orange. Because I mean, the SM yellow doors kind of look orangey anyways, and yellow door is already Mother Brain. So either Mother Brain door is changing, or the power bomb doors are going to become a little oranger than they have historically been. Probably, I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm just a nerd who plays this game. I'm not the developer. Not gonna bother picking that up, but I will bother picking this up. Makes power bomb doors orange? Okay. That makes me even more confident that our power bomb doors, when Planets gets them, if we get them, will probably just be orange. Okay, well, we need Spazer. That's good to know. I have a feeling that realistically, the, yeah, it would also mean... Realistically, I think the power bomb doors are just going to be orange missile doors. There is colorblind support for them. There's a little... It's gonna be a while before I walk up to a missile door again, but... There's a little indent on the doors, and that has a little icon that communicates what kind of door it is. We saw it from the dev preview, where we saw both green super missile doors and blue charge beam doors were in the preview, and they had a different little icon on kind of the core of the cap of the door. Yeah, super missiles are also in the game, but there's a lot of things that are like, are they handling super missiles? That question is precisely why they are not in game yet. I mean, I think Vacant is planning to add support for all of them. Eventually, like for all options, but the question is what its default behavior in Enigma should be. Until they had fusion security doors? Okay, I'm probably weird for being somebody who actually wants that. Oh no, power bombs are hugely problematic. Power bombs are gonna break like a ton of contraptions. Even plasma will probably break a ton of contraptions. I'm trying to think what, I think, here's, in fact, I have an idea as to what would be the least destructive item to add, and that would be specifically a prime style spider ball. Because they need the tracks to do anything. That is true. It's better to have one big update that breaks everything, which I think is what Vacant is probably going to do. Is he's prepping to get everything. He wants to answer all the questions so he can get everything ready and then break everything at once, I think. Okay, well, Ridley is that way. Yeah, I think that might be Vacant's plan. The other question is, like, what does he want to add to Enigma? Now, I think that's... And, I mean, I have discussed with Vacant, not everything in the dev preview is going to come to Enigma, but everything in the dev preview is going to come to the World Studio and be options for that. We also getting Shine Spark? It's in the dev preview, but might not be in Enigma. A speed booster in general in Enigma is kind of weird. Because in order for speed booster to function in Enigma, definitionally it has to reset on doors. Speed booster cannot exist in Enigma without resetting when you go through a door. I don't have bombs yet. That is absolutely wild. Yeah, there it is. See, right here. That little tip of the door. It's got a 1 dot, and it's got other... I think it has a triangle for... Boost Ball is also a thing that we might be getting. In fact, Boost Ball we might be getting even sooner. But the thing with Boost Ball is that it's going to break a lot of spring checks. Working quarter pipes? Unlikely. Not liking that there has not been any major items over here. Where else would you use Boost Ball? I mean, it wouldn't be completely useless. Like, there are other ways, especially with ice slopes. Good luck with finding things. Thank you. I really do need it, probably. My god. Yeah, clear rows of crumble blocks that are... Yeah. We're probably getting Boost Ball blocks, in fact. Which will make it... In time, that'll probably make it just as valuable as bombs. I dare say. Controversial take, but... Okay, maybe not as valuable as bombs. As valuable as bombs if you can't IBJ. How has it been 42 minutes and... How has it been 42 minutes and I don't have a single one of those yet? Alright, well, we found Spazer. That's an important thing, because we know now that that's hard required. I was hoping I would find bombs back there, but I guess bombs are probably this way? What else are we missing? Shoes, I think? Shoes, but we don't really need them. Long beam, but we probably don't need it. There it is again. See that little triangular cap on the doors? That's where the colorblind support is. Yeah. Those would be fun. I guess on that subject, Fan. I do actually have a little bit of insider intel on one of the posts that Vacant made recently, where he said he wanted to do something about how long beam checks can't keep breaking. I actually know what his idea is. Or I guess a sort of, as he called it, a quote-unquote long bolt. I think I might have mentioned it before. Do I know where Ridley is? No, I know where Ridley isn't. I'm still very worried about bombs, though. Like, they're almost certainly here, and they're probably required. Why am I doing this? I don't think we're ever getting analog movement because that would require destroying the game's support for both NES controllers and keyboards. Dedicated morph button would be cool. Yeah, plasma going through Zebatites is the other reason we don't have plasma yet. Because that's another unanswered question. That probably needs a... MST, what did I just read? And there's bombs. Okay. We're in go. We're in actually the same situation as last time. I don't need long beam. If I do need long beam and it is in Ridley, I'm going to cry, but I probably don't need long beam, and if I do, it's probably in Ridley. And by Ridley, I mean Torian, but also Ridley, probably. I don't think I found... No, I did find something in Torian. I'm just running around hoping I don't need it at this point, like... I also don't think we ever found a second thing in Kraid, so, like... If long beam is required, it could be damn near anywhere. I believe maintaining NES controller compatibility is a priority for Bacon. I believe. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that that is a thing. Or no, I think he might be moving to SNES controller. He's already using LR for stuff? Okay. Oh yeah, that's true. We do have a run and the other button. Because yeah, I do, now that you point that out, yes, there are in fact L and R binds in the controls. We don't have a run, but there is an L and an R keybind in the controls menu. They don't do anything yet. Actually, wait, no. One of them does do something. One of them is the beam switcher. If you're in Zebeth Rando. Or X-Raymi, I believe. I don't think we're ever getting the beam switcher in Enigma. Like, it would not work. Every single long wave check, every single wave spazer check, every single ice and anything else check, all of those break. Actually, no, I think long beam was separate from the beam switcher. That is true. Beam stacker is also a thing in Zebeth Rando. It would need to be pathed, but that's true of literally any item. You know, I stand corrected. That would actually work. And now I kind of want to see it. I swear, if I need long beam, I'm going to be sad. Although not quite as many missiles as I would like to have, but... I think I'm just gonna have to deal with that one. I think, personally, I would prefer to see, like, Dread-style supers, where it's just an upgrade to missiles, but... That's my personal vote for how supers get introduced. I'm a little concerned about this direction on the brain door. Oh god, it's this. Ow. That's too high. Can I reach from here? That is awful, and I love it. There we go. GG. Another escape during the ad break. You'll love to see it. 2 sub-hours, though. I don't know if either of those are going to be good enough to beat Sky, but... Wow, that was such a cursed seed. Wow. Yeah, because this is one of the tournament practice seeds, I gotta submit my time to it, you know. Let others know just how I'm doing, even though I literally streamed this, but... Okay, so for the second time today, where the hell was Longbeam? I wouldn't be surprised if it's in Ridley somewhere, because, like, there's a lot of Ridley I did not explore. In fact, I think at this point I would be relatively surprised if it was anywhere other than Ridley. I kind of forgot I didn't have Longbeam, honestly. Wow. Okay, where was it? Ridley? Ridley. I'm sorry, what do you mean high jump was... Oh no, high jump was that late. Did I ever find high jump? I never found high jump. I guess it was I was probably in that bomb room. Wow. That was 2 absolutely wild seeds. You got spoiled on Longbeam's position and you still didn't get it? Amazing. And that was in the 90% run. That's... Wow. Yeah, I guess you didn't need it for 90%. That is absolutely wild. Let me just get everything closed here. We get every other major? That's not surprising. I mean, both of these seeds I had everything except for Longbeam. Before I do any of my raid-out stuff, if you would like to follow me in more places, you should definitely consider looking into that link tree, because it's got everywhere that I am active. It's all in there. Streamplace crew, I still don't know anyone. Twitch crew, I know exactly where I'm sending you. There we go. Twitch crew, I will be sending you over to Lulu. She is playing some Twilight Princess, and she is in... I will say, her streams are 18+. If you are not 18+, sorry. she just got back from a break, so go show her some love. She's great. But yeah, I will see y'all with tomorrow's community race, assuming that happens.